with, what is his name, Sibiya. Sibiya worked with us in the city, worked with the DPNM in the city. He worked in the city of Joburg. Sibiya worked in the city of Joburg. So I don't understand. If they say Sibiya is a gangster, well, I didn't know that. But Sibiya worked in the... I worked with Sibiya with the case of Jocelyn. So the DA has not worked out that the more they speak about us, the more we are on the ground working.
The recent statements by Public Protector leader Gayton McKenzie regarding General Shadrack Sibiya have stirred the nation. McKenzie, known for his direct and often controversial opinions, has publicly stated that Sibiya is not a gangster and highlighted that he has previously worked with him. This statement has led to heated discussions online and offline, raising critical questions about the relationship between McKenzie and Sibiya. Is Sibiya working alongside McKenzie to clean his name in the public eye? Or is McKenzie attempting to defend him for reasons we may not fully understand yet? Perhaps it is neither, and McKenzie is merely speaking from personal experience. Today, we will examine the situation thoroughly, exploring all perspectives, understanding the historical context, analyzing key players, and discussing the possible implications of these developments. To understand the full picture, it is important to go back and consider the history of Shadrack Sibiya in South Africa's law enforcement landscape. Sibiya has long been a prominent figure in the police force, serving in high-ranking positions within the Crime Intelligence Division. Over the years, his name has been associated with multiple controversies. Some sources have accused him of covering up crimes, assisting criminals in evading justice, and even intimidating judges. These accusations, whether proven or unproven, have created a cloud of suspicion around his career. On the other hand, supporters of Sibiya argue that his work in law enforcement has often been challenging, involving tough decisions that may appear controversial to the public but are part of the complexities of policing. The truth, as it often is, may lie somewhere in between these extremes. Gayton McKenzie's involvement adds another layer to this story. McKenzie, as a public figure and political leader, has often spoken out against corruption and criminal activity in South Africa. His remarks defending Sibiya have therefore caught the attention of many, as they seem to contrast sharply with the widespread perception of Sibiya as a controversial figure. McKenzie has stated that his comments are based on personal interactions and his professional experiences with Sibiya. This raises a crucial question. Can personal experience justify public defense of someone whose reputation is widely disputed? McKenzie's supporters argue that he is simply presenting a different viewpoint based on first-hand knowledge. Critics, however, claim that his comments risk misleading the public or potentially shielding Sibiya from accountability. It is also important to consider the timing of McKenzie's statements. In recent months, Sibiya's name has been linked to several high-profile investigations, including alleged connections to organized crime figures and claims of interference in legal processes. This context makes McKenzie's defense even more noteworthy, as it comes at a moment when public scrutiny on Sibiya is particularly high. Some analysts suggest that McKenzie's remarks could influence public perception, either softening criticism against Sibiya or creating confusion about the severity of the allegations he faces. Others believe that McKenzie may simply be voicing his honest assessment, highlighting that not every accusation against Sibiya has been proven or verified. To understand whether this is a case of collaboration or cover-up, it is helpful to analyze the motivations of both men. Shadrack Sibiya, if indeed aware of McKenzie's public defense, may view it as an opportunity to rehabilitate his image. High-profile endorsements can sometimes shift public opinion, even in cases involving serious allegations. On the other hand, Gayton McKenzie has a reputation for speaking boldly and for making statements that challenge popular narratives. This could mean that his support for Sibiya is not about protecting him, but rather offering a nuanced perspective in a debate that is often highly polarized. Without concrete evidence of collusion or hidden motives, it is difficult to claim definitively that either scenario is accurate. It is also important to note how public perception is being shaped in this context. Social media and news outlets are flooded with opinions, often polarized, making it harder for the average citizen to understand the truth. Some commentators interpret McKenzie's defense as an endorsement of Sibiya's character, while others view it as a potential attempt to mislead or manipulate public opinion. This illustrates the complexity of public discourse in cases involving high-profile figures. The public is left to navigate a landscape where personal experiences, political alliances, and the murky world of law enforcement intersect. Understanding these dynamics requires careful attention to both the facts and the underlying motivations of those involved. Looking ahead, the implications of the situation are significant. If Sibiya manages to leverage McKenzie's support to improve his public image, it could influence ongoing investigations and legal proceedings. Public trust in law enforcement and political figures may also be affected, as citizens evaluate whether justice is being served fairly and transparently. On the other hand, if McKenzie's statements are proven to be solely based on personal experience without any ulterior motive, it may encourage more nuanced discussions about accountability and the complexities of policing. The outcome will depend largely on forthcoming investigations, media coverage, and public engagement with these issues. In conclusion, the question of whether Sibiya is collaborating with Gayton McKenzie to clean his name, or whether McKenzie is simply offering his honest assessment, remains open. The historical context, recent controversies, and timing of statements all contribute to a complex narrative that cannot be simplified into black and white terms. What is clear, however, is that public scrutiny, critical thinking, and continued investigation will play crucial roles in shaping the truth. As viewers, it is important to remain informed, question narratives, and seek balanced perspectives rather than jumping to conclusions based on emotion or speculation. We want to hear from you. Do you think Gayton McKenzie is protecting Sibiya, or is he just speaking from experience? How do you interpret Sibiya's role in law enforcement and the controversy surrounding him? What impact do you think McKenzie's statements will have on public reception and ongoing investigations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and stay updated as we continue to uncover the truth behind South Africa's most controversial figures. Your engagement helps us bring more balanced and in-depth analysis of stories that matter, and we look forward to exploring these developments with you in the weeks ahead.